Oh, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 711, the Slurpee episode.
Why don't I have a Slurpee sent to my house?
As I just read on the FRL doc, JD put in here, it's the 711.
Right.
Why don't we have Slurpee?
Slurp it up, boys.
Slurp them up. I'm Christian Piles, James Dean Rader, Ben Askren.
Are you sure? How sure are you of that?
I'm almost positive. Hey, big day at the Piles household today.
Oh, what happened?
Katie Piles and Christian Piles celebrate their 15th wedding anniversary.
Oh, I thought you said you were having another kid.
No, that's scientifically close to impossible at this point now.
Okay,
but
fair enough.
a happy anniversary to my wonderful wife, Katie, who is
Awesome.
definitely been very supportive of the dream here. She's the best. So
Nice.
catch you later. But hey, we got a lot to talk about today.
Love it.
Not just Slurpees, though we can get to that. Big news. Anthony Knox is going down to 106. He was in 113, and apparently, the story goes, he woke up pretty light yesterday or 2 days ago, and he's like, this actually won't be that bad. Let me see. And then made the decision yesterday.
That almost never happens.
No, it's pretty
You
rare.
wake up later than you think you're going to be.
Yeah. So he was so light that he was like, why don't I
Especially at that weight.
Why don't I just go 6? Yeah, especially at 13-pounder.
Yeah.
But he's going down. And,
I love it.
it's like, Super 32 brackets are absolutely ginormous. And to say, okay, here's the final is like a little foolhardy. But then again, it's Bo Bassett and Anthony Knox, and these two are super, super good. And I feel like it's going to be the final. And I think it's one of those, every year around Super 32 time, Flo posts all the old epic matches that have happened. And
This will be one.
I think this will be one we look back in 5 or so years and we're like, dang, Bo Bassett and Anthony Knox wrestled. One is an 8th grader, one's a 9th grader. To me, the Soriano Spencer Lee parallels are sort of interesting there. Like Jersey versus PA, 9th grader versus 8th grader.
106.
Young Guns, 106. Like all those things. There's a lot of alignment there. And we'll see that to live up to that billing post, freshman 8th grade Super 32 is one thing, but I think it's going to be a fantastic match. And I guess the question is, who do you think takes this one? Is it Knox? Is it Bassett?
This is a great question because I can say I've watched Anthony Knox like one time.
Oh, really?
I tell you, I don't watch. I mean, especially like the middle school level, I don't watch any of the stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, except unless my guys wrestled them, I'm not watching them. And then they start getting a Super 32 or Fargo. I think I saw Anthony Knox match at Fargo would be the one match. I'll start watching them more and more.
Right.
UWW cadets, that type of stuff, and you start seeing them more and more. But no, I don't have too much intuition. And Bo Bassett, I've had him at camp a couple times, but as far as watching him compete, probably the Worlds. That's maybe one of the two other matches.
Got it. Yep.
Yeah.
So
who are you picking?
I think I'm going to go. Okay, so I was Bo originally, and then
Bo originally? That's a good word.
Bo originally. And then I thought about it some more, and I was like, Knox. And then, but now I'm back. I'm back.
Snip,
Whoa.
snap.
It's a snip snap.
What a flip flopper!
No, I haven't.
Rider.
I'm giving you the real time thought process here, and I think it's going to be. I think it'll be Bo, but I don't know. Is he gonna be able to get a go behind on Anthony Knox?
That's why I don't think he'll be able to, and that's why I'm for Knox.
You're Fort Knox?
Yep, that's right. School Hard Knocks this weekend.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I think Anthony really wants this match.
Yes.
A lot of people that wrestle Bo Bassett don't want to wrestle Bo Bassett. Knox isn't just going to allow him to snap him and go behind. The question is, in minute 4:35, 5:30, can he withstand it? And I think he can. And I don't think Bo Bassett's going to build up a lead or anything. And Knox is freaking good.
He's really good. I mean, he is. And
he's tough.
He's gonna be fantastic. I'm curious what role the mat will play, because if either of the guys if Knox could get a ride going and sort of shorten the match a little bit so it's not a 6-minute brawl, which I think is probably what Bo Bassett's going to want. He's going to want to just come hard for 6
Yeah.
minutes and you know.
Usually
have
those
more at
Jersey
the end.
guys like to bang a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Knox he's into it. He loves it, and yeah, I'm excited. This was the match I was hoping we would get coming out of it, and now what's up, Giggles?
It made me laugh. I saw the Jersey thing about them kind of being a little rough and liking to fight a little bit. Old man Reese Humphries wrestling at Veterans World, and the guy popped in the face, so Reese popped him back twice, and he posted on Instagram about it.
Yeah.
Oh, let's pull that up.
Reese, this is Veterans Worlds. You guys need to have some gentlemanly agreement. You're not going to smash each other in the face. We're just
Right.
trying to get out here and stay in shape and do a few wrestling matches. Not
This
pop
is
each other
why-
in the face.
Ben, and you've talked about this point before. This is why you can't have old man grown up wrestling
It
clubs.
doesn't work. It doesn't
The
work.
people still gonna fight each other. They can't. They
tried.
can't turn it off. There's
Especially
no chill.
the type of people that are wrestling at Veterans Worlds. They might go in there with like,
Yeah.
a gentleman's agreement, but like one hard club or something, and they flip a switch, and they're like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I came here to
Come on,
Oh
fight."
why
yeah.
is it- Reese isn't even a Jersey kid. He's an Indiana. He's an Indiana kid. Now he lives in Jersey, so he's Jersey. He
Yeah,
pops him hard.
He got him
Boom,
like
right in the
twice. I'm not
face,
sure why.
twice. Well,
Yeah.
in the caption.
Oh
on
man,
the
he
caption,
said one
he says,
face pop equals two face
Yes.
pops back. Them's is
Yes.
the rules. I guess so.
He's
That's
wrestling
like
his
Jersey
brother in the
code.
final.
That's the Jersey code.
Wow. Yeah. So he's a true New Jersey. Look at this. He just popped him twice.
Boom, boom, hard.
Him with the
Reese,
two-piece.
this ain't the senior world. This is the veterans. You can't be doing that stuff, bro. Have some respect. That guy's got kids.
Reese has kids too. Everyone has.
Hey, we don't know if this man has kids.
We have no idea if this guy has kids. Only one of them for sure has kids, but they all have kids. That guy also has a bowl cut too, so he's got a lot going for him. So yeah, Reese Humphrey, good luck against your brother. I've
Which Humphrey are you cheering for?
well, I've never met his brother, so, Jordan. So I will root for Reese, and
All right.
he's
I'm
likely
rooting for
a
Reese, too.
favorite.
Jordan, you're going down.
Yeah. Someone, JD picks Jordan.
What?
So sorry, dude. You picked him. What do you want me to do? No take
All right, let's go, Jordan.
Team Jordan. Okay.
Jordan's the goat,
Yeah, he's a goat.
except for last night.
Speaking
against
of Jordan's,
Ryan.
speaking of Jordans
Jordan
who are
the
the
goat.
goat,
Let's do it.
let's talk about
Hey.
the actual goat Jordan,
Yeah,
Jordan
let's talk about
Burroughs.
this.
Good transition.
And so Jordan on October the 19th, 2 days ago, I guess, sent a tweet. Note to all young wrestlers, you can still be the best in the world without telling everybody about it on social media. Just put your head down and put the work in. So I saw this tweet. I didn't think a ton of it other than seems like pretty good advice. But then
I knew he was going to get some feathers ruffled for sure.
there were some feathers ruffled for sure. There was a ruffling. And I feel like those athletes probably thought personally like singled out by Jordan that we don't know
really?
that
That's what you think?
Well, they felt like he's talking about me. I think that's what they probably
Really?
felt. And I don't know.
So
That's my guess.
why would this tweet make you feel like he was talking about any one individual? It seems like he's just talking about maybe culture in general.
I don't think he's talking about any one wrestler. I think wrestlers think that wrestlers view things through their own individual.
Sure, okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? That's a
Yeah.
common thing for wrestlers to be like, oh, this is about me.
That's probably human beings. Yeah.
Yeah, also humans. So that was my thought. Like,
Okay.
That-
Well, I know
that's-
exactly what I feel like I know exactly what he meant here. And obviously, like I mentioned earlier, Twitter's 200. It was 160 characters. I think we're at 240 now, maximum limit. And maybe he should have, maybe this would have been a better Instagram video. I always feel like if I have something really deep I want to share, I'm gonna make a video because I'm gonna say it a lot better than I am via 240 characters. Really
Yep.
hard. And so it probably would have been a better video for him to make. And who knows, Jordan, I would encourage you to make a video. I think you're gonna do a good job with it. But I think it's just this. There's a lot of wrestlers that overshare, and they're almost more concerned about their social media than they are working hard. And I think that's kind of what he's getting at here. And that like you don't have to share every single thing you do. You don't have to share every single workout you're doing. Like a lot of people don't care, and those people are kind of annoying when they really overshare. But it's like, hey, Jordan does this a lot. You get a good workout with someone and you want to take a picture with them, put that on the internet. That's cool, right? Social media is all about, we want to know what you're doing. That's what social media is very literally about. So if Jordan Burroughs gets a good hard workout in with someone cool, I want to see a picture of that.
Mario
Right?
Lopez.
I'd actually probably Mario Lopez. I'd like probably seeing the footage, but they're probably not going to share that, right? So I think that's it. But like the fact that you have to comment on every single workout you do, like that gets really old really fast.
Yes. So speaking of making a video, been in contact with Jordan, and I think he's going to come on Tuesday. He would like to talk to one of the wrestlers, and we're going to work on getting one of the athletes on for them to have a discussion about this, and we'll probably.
But for Jordan, I mean, it is. And now listen, I said I totally agree, and I understand what he meant absolutely. But especially if you're a college athlete right now, you feel like, Jordan, you're so hypocritical. Jordan is very good at social media, and he very likely makes a solid chunk of money off of it. And so for him to encourage others not to do something similar, it does come off as hypocritical. Although I don't feel as though that was what he meant. But that's how it kind of comes off to those people. I'm not interpreting that way, but I think they are.
Why don't we pull up AJ? So AJ Ferrari, Roman Bravo Young, and Bo Bassett were three of the responses I saw. Roman's tweet is now gone, but it was in a similar vein to what
You didn't save it. Screenshot it and save it. The internet's got receipts, baby.
Yeah, someone's got it.
Someone
I'm sure.
saved
It wasn't, but yeah, we can pull up AJ's here.
Okay.
So he said, "True, they could." In response to Jordan, but why do you have social media then, JB? Social media is a great way to bring attention to wrestling and help grow the sport. And now with NIL money, bag emoji, even more than ever, social media is a great way to build your brand. Trophy flex emoji and make money for athletes. Cold face drip emoji.
I don't know. Okay. I totally agree with AJ on this one. I hate the grow the sport thing. Like they just throw that in everywhere. I don't like that one.
Yeah.
But for these athletes, if you're thinking about how you're going to make money, and I don't want to, I'm going to sound hopefully not too spoiled when I say this, but there's a lot of people who have regular jobs who work for, especially college kids in the summer, $10, $12, $15 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I bet Ferrari probably gets $500 a post or something like that. I would guess that's kind of the range that he's in.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's like a week of work. This man's getting a week of work because he's got a good social media. And so like
to counter that, he would probably say, I have a good social media because I'm really good at wrestling.
Fair. And but you could also be really good at wrestling and not have a good social media, so you wouldn't be able to monetize that, which is I think what he's saying, right? And that's kind of the world in 2021. If you're going to be good at something, people do care. People are looking for content. If you can put out good content like this is what FloWrestling does, right? You guys should know this better than me. But if you put out good content, people will pay for it, and you will get a following, and then you can monetize that. And that's really going to help you out when you're trying to secure your future.
What do you think Austin DeSanto gets for a clinic? But he does all right.
A clinic? No, I was talking about an Instagram post.
Oh, Instagram post. Yeah, $0 for that. Yeah.
Because, Austin DeSanto doesn't have social media.
He would get a lot. He would. How soon could Austin DeSanto get like 10 to 20,000 followers on Instagram if he started one?
Like tomorrow, the day he starts it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What kind of happened with like Tamira? She went from like 16,000 to over 100 in like.
I think that would be Jordan. That would be Jordan's argument, is that success begets social media fame, which is it's also true, right? But then, like you would say, Gable had this huge following. And obviously, he was really good at wrestling, but he had a huge following before his first NCAA title and before his Olympic title. I'm sure it's gotten bigger. And one of the reasons he could probably demand so much money, and I have no idea what he got paid from the WWE, but I'm sure it's a substantial amount, was because he's created this following in this community that really likes him a lot. He's a very likable person. Yeah. And that's the reason he has so many options. And that's what you want to create for yourself in life, is a lot of really good options.
Yeah.
Burroughs responded this morning to AJ.
Yes. Yeah, he has fired off 2 tweets.
He
Do we
kind of
have those?
backtracked a little bit, which I
You
understand.
think?
It's a nuanced argument. A little bit, yeah, I think so.
Okay. So first tweet. All good points, champ. My point is this: how did most of the world discover you? Because of the charisma you showed in the interview during your post-national championship match. Take care of business first, then the public will be more interested in subscribing to you. That is very true.
Well,
That interview launched AJ to the next strata for sure.
He did take it. Was like Gable.
That's why he's still saying 655-pound deadlift, baby.
Yeah.
But are you telling me that AJ Ferrari didn't have a good following before the national finals? Because he definitely did. We talked about a lot of times on here before the national finals. I mean, and this is like that book. I don't know if you've ever seen the book Tipping Point. If you read it, there's some really good stuff in there. But it's like, so they have. It's kind of honestly what happened with me, right? Because I was not in the UFC for a long time, but I had a pretty large following, and I had this very fervent community of fans who was following me, who liked my social media. And then boom, when I got to the big platform, now there's all these people in this community that are willing to tell people who Ben Askren is, which is like the same thing that happened to Gable, the same thing that happened to AJ, right? So it's not like they went from zero. AJ was a popular figure before the national finals interview. He absolutely was, and there's no arguing that. And then obviously, to your point, yes, that did jump him levels for sure, but he was there first.
Yes. Yeah. And then there's one other tweet. Jordan said, but also for guys that can't deadlift 500 plus pounds, for everyone that isn't as charismatic as you and willing to rip off their shirts and flex at the camera, the best thing they can do is build a brand while still being authentic to themselves is to just win.
I think to Burrow's point is basically don't get your priorities out of whack.
Yeah, that'd be a good way to put it, JD.
Like you gotta win. McGregor. Let's look at McGregor. Like it was super.
Well, McGregor
fun.
doesn't win anymore.
That's right.
Really
that's why his shtick is old and not as many people care. And now when he talks, it's like, dude, come on, like you're still doing this. Like you gotta win. But his rise was so much fun because he was winning and talking, but walking the walk.
But so I mean, so your counterpoint to that would be someone like good old Nathan and Nick Diaz, who have these immense social media followings and are crazy popular. Nathan Diaz has never been within a country mile of a UFC title fight.
Nick or Nathan?
I mean, Nathan. Nick was really good. Nate was. I'll look up his record just to confirm what I'm saying.
Wasn't he in a title fight against McGregor?
It wasn't a title.
Okay. I don't know that much.
Yeah, it was. Let's see. And if he was, he shouldn't have been. You fought Ben Henderson for a title in 2012. Oh my God, I forgot that. Now look at see how wrong I am.
Wow, but, it was 2012.
In my defense, he is 20-13 for his career, so he doesn't do a whole lot more winning than losing.
Yes, and then conversely, a man you were traded for, the first trade, Demetrius.
He couldn't figure out how to get a following.
All he did was
I really
win.
enjoyed him. Yeah.
All he did was win, yet he could not gain popularity for whatever reason. That doesn't necessarily mean because of social media, but he is not popular relative to his success. He was not.
Yes, exactly. Relative to success, he could not gain popularity. So, I just see it as a great avenue for people to earn livings for themselves, to monetize their success. And this is kind of a debate that maybe this is good place because we can kind of have a long form debate here. Some fans, like especially when athletes complain about their pay, they really jump on the athletes. But like I just don't understand. Money is being generated. Okay, so when a sporting event happens, money is being generated. That money has to go somewhere, right? It's going to go to the athletes. Maybe it's going to go to the production. Maybe it's going to go to the owners. The money is going somewhere. And so like with the IOC or the NCAA, historically, almost all of the money has gone to them. And so when people say, oh, these athletes shouldn't get paid or they're spoiled, it's like, well, you want the rich guys to get richer? Is that really who we're cheering for? We're cheering for those rich freaking bureaucrats at the IOC? Because that's not who I'm cheering for.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn if they never get another penny.
I'm with you, brother. You know where I stand.
Yeah. So yes, I hope the athletes monetize their their success, monetize their hard work, earn pop. I mean, and then I mean, to counter Jordan. And listen, I generally agree with Jordan's. The point that I'm pretty sure he was making is just like JD said. JD said, don't over prioritize social media over hard work.
Yeah.
You know, you need the hard work to get somewhere. But if you look, just my era, I ain't that old yet. I'm getting there, but I'm not that old. It's like, I wish we had social media. You know what? I probably never would have left wrestling because I would have been able to make a living in wrestling.
Yeah.
And that probably would have been true for Daniel Cormier and Henry
You think Burroughs
Cejudo.
wouldn't be doing a few ad-sponsored posts back in the day?
Absolutely. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if we could have made a living in wrestling and not been poverty level, we would have stayed. And that can be said for a lot of people. And I think especially during that like 96 to we'll say 2012 era, there were not a lot of guys who stuck around for a really long period of time. And now that athletes can actually monetize themselves between the RTC system and better sponsors, they're all wrestling longer and we're doing better. And it's tremendous. It's great.
Yes.
So, I mean, thank God for social media for wrestling. It's really been awesome.
Yeah.
And Flo, you guys have
so-
been great. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Ben. You're a big part of that as well. I think I would, if I had to guess, I would bet Roman and Bo and even AJ would probably agree more with Jordan than they realize. But I think just
Yes.
Twitter is just a tough place for any sort of nuance. As I've learned, I tweet way less than I ever did.
That's
a
why if
snapshot.
you
You
want to have
look
a
at it-
nuanced discussion, you have you do a video, do a
Yeah.
long form video where you talk to the camera for 6, 8, 10 minutes.
Short-term attention spans. Nobody
Yeah.
watching that.
Oh, it works. People that's not true. People, if you put
I
out
know,
good
I'm
content,
joking.
people will watch it.
I'm joking.
A lot of people my age, though, they see video over
These young
40
bucks,
seconds. Next. That's why TikTok is so popular.
That's why you're gonna ruin
JD
the
won't
world.
attend a meeting that's over 2 minutes long.
It's true. It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He said-
But like I said, similar to Bell's point, it's a snapshot, and they see, oh, don't use social media, and they're like, what? That's how I make money.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what Jordan means, but we can. He wants
Maybe
to come
he'll tell
on
us
Tuesday.
exactly
so-
what he means.
Yeah, he'll come on and tell us what he means, and that'll be better than anything we could probably do on the show. So hopefully we can get someone else on, but if it's just Jordan, that'll be awesome as well. And so yeah, looking forward to next Tuesday. Why don't we? Should we get back to this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Gee,
also, I
let's
did like
hear-
what the
sorry.
Bassett's or the Bo said. If you don't like what people post, unfriend or unfollow them.
Yes.
Yeah, it's simple. But Christian, I don't even honestly, I don't know that we need anyone because I don't think it's going to be a debate. I think they're going to have the same take.
Yeah.
I
They're
think it's
gonna
going to
be
be
like,
the
"Oh, yeah."
exact same take. I think Jordan's going to be like, I work really hard. I post some things on social media because people like to see it. And if it's AJ Ferrari, I think he's going to say, I work really hard. I post some things on social media because I make money. Now, Jordan's probably going to be significantly more eloquent in what he says and how he says it, but they're going to say like the same thing.
Did you see AJ's recent Instagram post?
No.
First of all, his jeans are tighter than.
Oh, there's some real thigh huggers.
They're very tight
I
jeans.
don't know why a man would want to subject himself to that.
Yeah. I mean, I know you're a Jinkos guy, but there's somewhere in between.
Jinkos. That's good.
Did you ever have a pair?
No, I never had Jinkos. That's great. Oh,
Me
that's
either.
funny.
Bring them
Oh,
back.
man.
Classy.
But listen,
classy pant.
the skinny jean is in for men, Christian, and thank God I'm not that age because I can't get down with some skinny jeans. I don't know about that.
Yeah, these are they. I mean, they look like leggings basically. But anyways, his most recent post, he's got a new poster that you can buy. I think he's only making 50, but he said he's going for his second national title. That's why he's wearing 2 watches, 2 bracelets, and 2 gold chains. It's very very.
Is he gonna be 5 watched up?
Yeah, I
At the
know.
end.
He could be a 5-time champ. Can you imagine the watches he's gonna have to buy? He's gonna have to sell a lot of social
Icy.
media. He will be icy. He shoots a lot of guns now too.
Yes, he does.
Big gun guy. Okay.
Big gun guy.
Supports the Second Amendment. Does he support the Third Amendment, the most important amendment?
That is the most important, most forgotten amendment. JD, what do we want to do this bracket next? feel like if we don't finish this bracket soon,
Yeah,
we're
gonna
not going to
forget about
finish
it'll
it.
fade into the abyss.
There's
Fade into
wrestle
the
off
abyss.
starting tonight. I think UVA maybe or someone wrestling
Wahoo
off
wah.
tonight.
The
Yeah.
Fighting Garlands. All right, let's freaking do it. JD, why don't you tee it up a little bit for us where we're at, where we left off?
Yep, Tyler's got the bracket pulled up. If you're just listening, the teams that advanced from last time we did it: 2014 Penn State, 2018 Ohio State, 2020 Iowa, and 2021 Iowa. If you missed the last episode we did this, we're trying to figure out the best NCAA team from the past decade. We did all the champs plus 2018 Ohio State because that team,
It's too good.
yeah, it was absurd. They got the 5th seed because they scored the 5th highest amount of points at NCAAs. So we were like, yeah, we got to toss them in. Plus, Samuel Kelly is the guy who actually wrote this in and kind of started the idea. And he's asked us the best team from the past 10 years. And he said, where would 2018 Ohio State finish? So we're finishing.
We are answering his question. So what is the first duel up?
Started top of the bracket, 2017 Penn State versus 2014 Penn State.
Okay.
Classic Penn State versus Penn State matchup.
This could be a theme here, but let's go for it. Starting with 125, we'll go in weight class order. Nick Soriano. This was the ankle snap year where he was the 2 or 3 seed going into NCAAs, and then ultimately he entered. So they did the.
But
he entered, but they pulled him out, and it jacked up a Piccinini seed, and John Smith wasn't happy about it, but those were the rules. And
them's the rules.
So Soriano was in, but he was out. He beat, of note, this year, Nick Soriano beat the national champion, Darian Cruz, and the national finalist, Ethan Lezak.
This was kind of a wild 125 bracket.
Because there was a world champion, Thomas Gilman, that did not make the finals, which was a big shock.
Dang, this is a tough one.
It's
Soriano
really
was
tough.
good this year.
Soriano had a great year this year at 25.
I'm sorry. I meant I was looking at Soriano and I meant Megaludis when I said that.
Nico that
Megaludis
year
was really good this year.
He lost to Nashon in the semis, if I'm remembering correctly. And then that's when Delgado beat Nashon in the finals. But Nico, this was a good Nico year before he redshirted, and then he won in 2016. I think this matchup, this is a junior year. Nico Megaludis. I'm gonna favor him in this matchup.
I'm going Nico also.
True freshman.
Soriano. I'm going Nick.
All right. So I got 3 for Nico.
With not a lot of confidence, but
that's another no score match.
I was about to say, how does either guy get a takedown?
How does either guy score? This is I would bet money this match will go to tiebreakers. And then, honestly, now the more I think about it, I think I kind of like Nick. I think it's a tiebreaker match. Neither has taken the other down.
All right, pick your pick. Come on.
Soriano, who I pick.
You're a flip-flopper. All episode, you've been fence riding,
Listen,
Piles.
I am just honest enough to give my real-time thought process. Okay?
Your nuts got to hurt from all that fence riding.
There's no retort to that, Ben. But I'm feeling great. Jimmy Gulabon versus Tristan Law. Jimmy fought the Law, and the Law did not win. This is Jimmy G. This could be it. I don't remember that this was Penn State starter, honestly. Are we sure about this?
Well, he's got 2017 Big Ten brackets.
They did not. Yeah. Big Ten. I mean, I trust. I'm going Jimmy G. I'm going Jimmy G here. I'll say decision.
That's what I did.
Copycat JD.
You copied me last at 125.
Yeah, they were not good. There's a good chance that
Tristan Law is in fact the starter, and he got bonused by Corey Clark in the first round. And on the backside, he got beat by my guy, Jason Ipsaritas, baby.
What was the score there?
4-2.
This
Jason
is a
coached
major
at Max
decision.
Academy.
This is a major
Ooh.
decision for Jimmy G.
I think so. Because Jimmy was good this year, even though he didn't do that well.
He's good.
I'm going just
Yeah,
decision.
I'll go 4
You're
for
a hater.
Jimmy.
Now here's a
Give
tough
me-
day
give
for.
me-
Here's a
You're
tough.
just a law hater.
Here's tough times for Jimmy. Jimmy's gonna wrestle for
Zane's
both
winning
teams.
this.
This
Zane's
is
winning
great.
this.
Jimmy's gonna be a little tired taking on Zane Rutherford.
Yeah, but this is. I think this is decision for
Yeah,
Zane
decision.
because
Zane didn't score very many bonus this year.
right.
Yes.
Right. So I've got 3-piece for Zane over Jimmy G.
I'll go
Oh
major.
my gosh. Oh, it's 27. I thought I was looking at 2014 brackets, and Micic was in here, and I'm like, oh my god, how is Micic still in college? But it's kind of still how is Micic still in college?
Yeah, regardless. Okay, next up is 149, 2014 Penn State. James English, the unsung yet sung hero of this team. If James English doesn't come out of nowhere as like sort of the third stringer, got thrown in at Big Tens, did okay to qualify. Then he got 7th place. He beat national champion Kendrick Maple for 7th.
Yeah.
Without those points, Penn State does not win.
Does
This was
not
a
win.
really, really close team race.
That being said,
That said, Zane Rutherford was ridiculous this year, as he was
Bonus
most
Zane.
years. This is,
I think I'm going Tech.
yeah, I put 5 down for me,
Tech. Wow.
bro.
Okay, I'm gonna go major decision.
This man, he pinned Sorensen in the semis this year. Like what?
I think didn't he also beat him 8-7?
and then okay, that was the
7-7.
one. I'm glad you brought that up.
I'm
That
just
match.
saying. Listen, I give him major. I recognize that Zane's way better. I
If
get
this
it.
match isn't Carver and James English wrestles for Iowa, maybe it's like Zane got Carvered and he defeated the Carver gods and defied them. He was supposed to lose that match. It was decided and he refused and he beat Brandon Sorensen. It was insane.
Now you speak to deities. I see what's
He
going
did.
on.
And then he set up Mark Hall because there was a price to be paid and then Mark Hall lost to Meyer.
Mm.
These are the rules. I don't make them. I just observed. And this is a tech fall.
Okay.
He
I got
teched
major.
in the finals this year against
Levon Mays, unfortunately.
against young Levon. That was after
Yeah, Levon.
bow and arrowing Sorensen to his back for the pinfall. All right. 157. Dylan Alton was round of 16 this year against Jason Nolf.
6 points on the board for Nolf.
You're saying pin slay.
Oh, a pin slay.
So Nolf, I think, did he tech another Missouri Tiger, Joey LaValle? Was that a tech?
I think it was a major, but we could never know.
We
I'm gonna stick with my major theme. I'm gonna go 14-point win.
Yeah, I'm going.
Although Dylan Allen he would gas
That's-
so hard.
I'm saying 5. 5 for Nolf. Oh my gosh, champ versus
Now we
champ.
get the fun ones.
David Taylor versus Vincenzo Joseph. This was freshman Chenzo. Pulled the upset of upsets when he inside tripped and pinned Isaiah Martinez. It was unfreaking believable. This David Taylor won the Hodge Trophy, his second. He beat Tyler Caldwell this year. That was his main competition. Tyler Caldwell, who has the most preposterous NCAA losses of all time. It's like Jordan Burroughs, Kyle Dake, David Taylor, and maybe like one other.
Andrew Howe, maybe. his freshman
How's in there.
year.
So
Something
I'm thinking
like that.
about.
I'm going David.
I'm going David.
bro,
Yeah,
Just a decision. I
Bro.
was thinking
Okay.
major.
decision.
I
It's
thought
David
you
by
were.
decision.
I thought you were like unsure if you were going to go Chenzo or David. So you're just
No, no,
thinking
no.
margin of victory.
Yes,
I think Chenzo would be a tough guy for him to major.
that's what I was.
Yeah,
thinking
it's
too.
David.
I think it's a decision. Matt Brown versus Mark Hall. Oh my gosh, this is a crazy match. So this was 2017 Mark Hall. He won this year. He beat Bo Jordan. 2014 Matt Brown. He was in the finals the year previous, and then he won the next year. This is a really, really close match. Ben,
Mark
what are
Hall decision.
you think? What's the difference here?
Yes. 2 points, maybe 3.
I'm gonna go Brown.
Ooh, even
Stop. Just
What?
stop. There
That's
is no
unthinkable?
justification for your irrational behavior. You need to fall back to the other side of the fence.
So a one-time champ versus a one-time champ. What are you talking about? Matt Brown was awesome.
Okay, Mark Hall. Don't just reference him as a one-time champ because he probably should be more. Because if he doesn't have an all-time great in his bracket that's standing in his way, I don't know
And
how many he
COVID.
wins, but and COVID, it's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, Mark, this is true freshman Mark Hall as well. This isn't like full form Mark Hall. This is
I
versus
mean,
like
this is the year he
okay,
won.
I know, but
Was the year he won?
was it his best year?
I mean, he was probably
No,
better.
it was not. He lost to Alex Meyer.
Exactly.
Hold
That
on,
was
I'm
his-
gonna
that was
look
his
up- I'm
debut in
looking up Matt
Carver.
Brown's losses.
That's like a
to
mulligan.
convince
He also
you.
lost to Brucky.
Somebody had to be
football.
sacrificed to the cover gods.
He did, and Zane set him up, but he also lost to Brucky that year.
Yeah.
Okay. Matt Brown lost to Mike Evans, who
Who he beat-
solid,
who he
and
beat.
He lost,
The vast majority of the time.
and he lost to Logan Storley, both in sudden victory, and then he beat Mike Evans in the 5th place match.
Yes.
Oh, you might have a good argument. I didn't
But-
think it was so good. Now I think it's a little better.
Matt Brown won the bracket the next year with that.
Let us not forget, he warms up in a singlet.
He warms up in a singlet. Mark Hall
I'm
wears
going Mark
sweats.
Hall still.
I'm still going Mark Hall.
still.
Mark Hall might forget his singlet and have to wear a North
What?
Forsyth, Georgia singlet in the
I
Southern
don't
Scuffle
think it's
Finals.
I don't think it's very preposterous your decision anymore, Christian.
All right,
It's
thank you.
Definitely reasonable.
I appreciate that. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's happening. Ed Ruth versus
This
Bo
is an
Nickel.
awesome match. This is such an awesome match.
It is such an awesome match. Ed Ruth versus Bo Nickel. This is the year where Ed beat Headlock Sheptalk to an arena full of people chanting Headlock Sheptalk.
Talk.
This is the year Bo Nickel. What did he do? He beat Gabe Dean. This was the 5 straight champs year. There was Magic. I think it was in St. Louis, if I'm remembering correctly. And it was.
So
it
they
was wild.
both beat Gabe Dean in the bracket.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Both very close matches. Very
Yeah.
close.
Man,
That was.
Ed Ruth was so good. So is he gonna fall for? I just don't feel like
Is Ed Ruth
gonna
gonna get?
fall for Bo's tricks.
Nope. I think this is Ed.
Not.
Yep, Ed.
I think it's
kind of
Ed.
feel like it's Ed too.
Ed was so good.
So good.
All-timer. I think.
I kind of want to see this to see if I'm right. Like, I wish we could. Can we like create these two figures in
We're on it.
history and put them?
R&D has been working
What?
on this
Hey.
match.
Guys, do you realize how many subscriptions Flow would sell if you guys could create these historical matchups?
Yeah.
It would do better. It would do better than any like current card you could do if you could put historical matchups. It would be so great.
It would be epic for sure.
Maybe in the metaverse we can do that.
Yes. We've been in talks with the metaverse.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens. So, yeah, I've got Ed by decision. I think this match, Ed can get to legs and finish against a guy that's really tough to finish on. And Ed was like, I don't want to say scramble proof, but he had all a hard.
Well, he was just such a great scrambler, also. Yeah.
And he could scramble too. He could scramble.
Yeah, he's so good.
He could do it all.
Oh man, this match is gonna be so much fun.
It would be such a fun match. All right, 197.
Wait,
We've got-
did we all pick Ed? Did we all pick Ed?
Yeah. Now you want to change. You feel bad. You feel guilty.
No. Well, I don't feel guilty. It's one of those where I feel like it's so close that I can't believe no one picked Bo because it's essentially a coin flip match. You know, it's a close to 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a revenge rider like you, so I'm gonna stick with my pick.
Here we go. 197, Morgan McIntosh versus Matt McCutcheon. So many M's involved, and this is the Marshall Mathers match. I think Morgan is a favorite here. He got upset this year by shout out Chris
upset.
Penny of Virginia, wrestled for Virginia Tech. But he's
That was
from-
shocking. I remember when that happened. I thought maybe that
not me.
because I think Penn State was more of a favorite in 2014, and they got upset a couple times at nationals. Right?
Well,
Right
it
here,
depends
Ron.
who you ask. I kind of thought Iowa had a great team to win that year, and they did pretty poorly. They had guys like
In 14.
in 14, Ethan Lofthouse DNP'd when he he had a reasonable shot at making the finals that year. They had Clark got 5th when he had beaten Delgado, I think, that year, or at least the year previous. Who else was on the team? Tony won.
You know who blew it this year? Now that I think back, I just looked at the team
Dardanes.
scores. The Dardanes, because Minnesota only lost by 5 points. And I think did both the Dardanes DNP?
Yes. Nick, I think, was the 2 seed. Chris didn't do great. One of them was
Chris
the 2
was the
seed.
6 seed, and Chris had a good match with Stieber this year, I think. And he lost to Joey Laser, and then he lost to Mitchell. Well, Mitchell Port got upset, so it's kind of.
But not the other Dardanes he got frished by the Citadel guy.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
trying to remember what happened. What else happened? I think he had a kind of a tough
First
backside
round.
match.
Let's see. I'll just run through. I love talking about old brackets.
Me too.
Let's see.
It is fun.
Win. He lost to Dave Habit because Dave Habit got beat. Oh, man.
Yes.
Oh, Dave Habit lost that crazy match to Eric Grajales.
That was a crazy match.
Wild. And
It's-
freaking James English plays in this bracket.
Exactly.
What?
Exactly.
Oh, my God. If you took odds on James English placing and Nick Dardane's not placing,
Yeah.
that
Rich
would,
man.
That would have been, you'd be.
You could have bought a couple Bitcoin.
2014, you could have probably bought like 100 of them.
Dang. I'm glad I did too at that time. That was one of the biggest decisions of my life to buy 100 Bitcoin in 2014.
All right.
Shout out to me. All right, heavyweight match. Nick Neville's versus John Gingrich. And I think this is a Neville's decision here. I think it's probably a 1 takedown match. I think it's a little closer than maybe people would realize, but not bad.
Wait, hold on. You guys took the thing off the screen. I was clicking on the brackets and whatnot. Neville's and Gingrich. So Gingrich was a national qualifier that year, and Neville's
beat Adam Kuhn.
But he's also just a national qualifier.
That's it.
I guess Neville's.
Yeah. This is a real juggernaut team for Penn State, obviously. I mean, they had
Wait, so who won?
What did y'all do at 97?
Morgan.
I want McIntosh.
Decision. All right, he's crunching.
Where's
them.
Do you have the
Looks like
Can I click over?
it's 2014.
Oh my gosh, what?
Upset! Huge upset.
I went 2017, but CP had it 19-16 in favor of 2014. Ben had it 19-14.
Are you serious?
So, where on the spreadsheet?
Oh, I guess the Matt Brown thing hurt. Holy crap.
Matt Brown.
This is
Well, I didn't pick Matt Brown.
I know, but I did. Wow. Okay. Well, what can you do?
Oh,
That's
right
just
here.
that's just
Like
what happened.
2017. So I have it. So I had 2014 winning also. Jeez.
Yeah, 19-14.
They won 6 matches.
Whoa. This is why duels are well, say what
Crazy,
you
huh?
want. Yeah.
Let me
Like
see.
that would
I mean,
that
the only-
2014 would never win in a tournament, I'm sure. But
Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe not. Well, I mean, if Ruth
Soriano
and
didn't
Chenzo
wrestle.
knocked them out, yeah. And
I
Soriano
picked
wrestle.
dude, I picked 3 of their
You
5
picked
champs to
Soriano.
lose. So that's a big
David Taylor's gonna beat Chenzo, I think. And then, I mean, the Ruth Nickel, that's the one that's kind of up in the air. I feel pretty confident about all the other picks. Like, I don't think they're very. Yeah, I don't. I mean, these matches, the Soriano, Megaludis, and Nickel Ruth are the ones that are kind of more up in the air for me. I feel like all the other ones are relatively clear.
Yes. Man. Fun. Oh, that's a fun one.
Wow.
I did not expect 2014 to emerge.
I did not.
Okay.
either.
Let's keep it moving to the next one. Penn State versus Ohio State. Let's do it. What year Penn State is this?
2019.
Okay. Here we freaking go. 2019. Penn State. So we're going to start with a banger. Devin Schnupp versus Nathan Tomasello.
You got. Oh, that's easy.
I
money
bet
right
this
there.
happened.
Tomasello Major.
It's not, I think more than that. Schnupp was not great. I feel like you're a little,
I'm
NATO,
just not going.
NATO
5 and
bonused
6
a lot
is
of dudes.
crazy.
Dang it, the match didn't happen.
Jeez.
Let's see
It's a
if.
bonus point win.
All right. Would you
He
be
did tech fall Carson Kuhn.
He tech Carson
We
Kuhn,
got
who-
headlocked. No, not at the duel though. That was at Big Tens at the duel.
Bro,
Remember he got
look
headlocked? He
at
won
the
21-11.
2018 season for Devin
He
Schnupp.
got headlocked. Devin Schnupp's gonna headlock this man.
That was Carson Kuhn though. Okay,
Devin Schnupp's got a nasty headlock too.
in 2018, Devin Schnupp was 1-14. Okay,
Oh man,
Going
he's
6
that
points on the
bad.
board for NATO.
All
his
right. I'm
only
going
win
tech fall.
was
I'm going
over
tech
Mike
fall.
Simonet. He got pinned.
All right, I'm going tech fall. You got me. You got me convinced.
All right.
I'm done arguing. You're right.
Okay. 5.
Wow, Devin Schnupp, rough go.
Rough go. That's kind of the ghost of Nick Soriano too. They were,
Mm-hmm.
it was tough for them afterwards. Interesting one here. True
You said heck.
Tech, yeah. He might pin him though, but next up, Roman Bravo Young. This was true freshman RBY, I do believe. Correct? He got 8th this year. Versus
What
Luke,
year Pletcher is this? Junior year?
Junior year, Pletcher.
No.
Or was it
sophomore
sophomore?
year.
Sophomore year, Pletcher.
Sophomore year, because he was 41 first. He was good this year. I'm gonna find the NCAA bracket. Well, I'll just find the Luke play. It's awesome
going
because in the
Pletcher by
more
decision.
recent years,
This version of Pletcher, I think, gets it done. I think he has a hard time.
And this
so
version of
too.
RBY was not as good as he is now, obviously.
Not full form.
yeah. So let's see. This version of Luke Pletcher, he lost to Stevan Micic and Tariq at NCAAs, and that was the one where Tariq got on fire.
Freak.
Tariq was
Yeah,
just
he beat
ridiculous.
Mitch McKee. He lost in the Big Ten Finals to Stevan Micic. Man, most of his losses this year, he lost 3 times to Micic.
So they
he
wrestled.
was-
They wrestled the next year.
Wow.
Um,
Well, he actually beat Micic in the Cliff Keen Finals.
Hey, actually, so they wrestled twice. Roman beat him. Oh, that was the duel at Ohio State, and then he beat Roman. They split this year,
In 2019.
the year that Roman got 8th. Yes, they split. That's,
I feel like, was he not as good that year, or did he take 4th at NCAAs both times?
well,
let's
he
see,
jumped a level his senior year. He was
Senior year, he was really good, yeah.
yeah.
So he took 4th at NCAAs twice.
Yeah.
Luke did.
Yes. I'm
He
gonna
made
go
the
Luke
semis.
here. He won the second meeting,
Right.
but man, I'm telling you, it's a.
It's
I mean,
close, yeah.
Roman literally beat him that year.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's gonna make this match interesting. But I'm going Luke here by decision. Did we all go Luke?
One Luke.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, like last year, Roman is.
Who did
is a
he
different-
lose to at
different thing.
NCAAs 2019?
Who?
He got knocked out by Lee, or he got put in 8th place by Lezak.
Yeah.
So he lost to DeSanto, Ernesti, and Lezak all that year at NCAAs. He had 3 losses.
Right. Okay. So we've got Ohio State up early now. Joey McKenna versus Nick Lee.
Which
So
year,
this-
Nick Lee, is this?
This would be
2019.
sophomore year.
Oh my God, this is so hard.
This is a tough one.
McKenna.
Really.
Yes.
No reservations.
It's hard remembering what year they are because if this is a more advanced McKenna and a younger Nick Lee than Nick Lee wins. I got to.
That's why.
So 2019, Nick Lee lost to McKenna.
Was this year he
Lost
lost
to
to Demas at NCAAs twice? 2018.
So he
Joey
beat
McKenna.
Joey,
Yes,
In
this is the year
2019,
he lost
then
to
he-
Demas.
and then he lost to him twice,
And he lost to Joey at NCAA's 4-3.
and at Big Tens.
And at
Yes.
Big Tens.
So
Good.
I'll
I'm
go
going
Joseph.
McKenna.
Joseph McKenna. Keyshawn Hayes versus Brady Berge. I think. Really?
Damn.
Back in the 149 days for Brady. I think this is
Probably.
Keyshawn.
Probably Keyshawn, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Decision.
yeah,
I think he
Keyshawn.
might ride him. Both got yeah.
Yeah. Going Keyshawn and a squeaker.
Sure, Keyshawn.
Okay. Here comes Penn State.
We are very similar this one.
Going
Jason Nolf versus Micah Jordan. This match happened. I'm going technical fall.
Pinfall. Technical fall.
I'll go pin.
Pin?
I just like going pins.
You love pins.
That's right.
All right.
And Penn State needs to make up some ground.
Yeah, they'll know that going in.
But you can't pick decisions based on who you want to win.
Well, I didn't say I want them to win.
Sounds like it.
I want a good duel.
That's what it sounds like to me.
I'm putting on my NCAA Rob Lowe ball cap. I just want a good duel, rooting for both teams.
Oh, my goodness.
This 165 is Chenzo versus Tayshawn Campbell.
And they wrestled as well.
I'm going Major
T-shot.
Major Chenzo.
No, you can't whiffle. You can't waffle. Or whiffle. Sorry.
Waffle.
Put down a major for Tashan. All right. I'm trying to see all their meetings. Major, decision.
It's gonna be major.
Yeah, it's a major. Ground control to major decision.
Major.
All right. What's the score?
Let's see. I have it 15-10 in favor of Ohio State. CP has it 14-9, and Ben has it 14-9.
Okay.
Mark Hall's winning here.
You're just sure of it.
I'm going Hall by decision.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. Hall's going to win this year.
Jordan did beat him once. I think just the once. Yeah. You got to go Mark here. This is close. The year he lost to Zahid in the finals, I believe. Now, what I'm trying to remember, is this the year he beat Zahid in the duel? That's not super relevant, just more interesting. I think this is the year. So, yeah, I'm going Mark as well. It's a decision for Marky.
Yeah.
Shakur Rashid versus Miles Martin. I think this is a pretty simple one. Miles Martin.
Yes.
I think I'm going to go...
You thinking about it. He might go bonus.
Don't think about Shaq. No. Shaq is not beating Miles. Come on.
He's not.
No, I'm thinking about bonus.
He's not. Oh, no, not bonus.
All right, just decision.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I
mean, the bonus could come. Bo Nickel could throw Colin Moore to his back, because if Kyle Cannell could do it, Bo Nickel can do it too.
He pinned him. Well, he also cradle and pinned him one time.
Oh, he did cradle and pin him. All right, so I'm going Miles Martin decision, Bo Nickel pin.
There's the pin. Ben loves the pin too.
He loves the pins.
Well, Bo Nickel's one of the better pinners in NCAA history.
That is a fact. Oh.
I'm going just decision.
What's the score right now?
Well, are you just going decision for Miles, or are you doing bonus?
I'm not going bonus.
Okay.
She did not give up.
Going into 197, Ben has it 17-12, Ohio State. CP has it 17-12, Ohio State, and I have it 18-13, Ohio State.
Okay. I obviously have Bo. I'm gonna say it's a major for Bo Nickel.
I'm going just decision.
Okay.
A lot of crazy scrambles, no back points.
Yeah, it's hard for me to imagine a lot of scrambles and Bo Nickel not getting back points.
Yeah, but that's what's gonna happen.
I know that's it. JD's like, that's the surprising part of the match. I know.
I know, it's crazy.
Isn't it weird?
All right, so now going into heavyweight, Ben has it 18-17 Penn State. CP has it 16-17 Ohio State, and I have it 18-16 Ohio State.
Okay.
Ohio State's pulling this out because they got Captain America at heavyweight.
Yep.
Captain America comes out with an American flag, runs out, puts it in the middle of the mat. The ref says, "You can't do that. We have to wrestle. Can you please notice that?" And then they clean it off, and then he wrestles, and he beats him in a 1-2 takedown match.
Yes,
Sar was really, really good this year, and he beat a future Olympic champ twice. And I know
Sar didn't give a shoot this year.
I thought you were going for it. I thought you were going full Askren. Thank you, JD. I've got Kyle here. I think Kassar is not a fun matchup for him because he can move. Like Kyle was able to, outmaneuver, out-technique a lot of guys. Kassar would make it more difficult. He's not going to win, but it would be harder for him to score. So I think it's like a 6-1 kind of match for Kyle.
That's it. Ohio State takes it. I had it 21-16. CP had it 20-16. Ben had it 20-18.
Wow. Penn State has lost both the meetings so far. Hard to believe.
Yep.
Next up, 20. What
Although
is this?
they did lose to themselves in one. So
I know.
It is 2012
That
Penn
was-
State versus 2020 Iowa.
Okay, 2012. Oh my, this is gonna be crazy. I'm really gonna like this. Okay, so that will be 2012 Penn State was Nico Megaludis to a couple of Franklin Regional High School, a couple of young guns, Spencer Lee versus Nico Megaludis. These guys definitely have rolled together. You're going decision?
Yeah, he's not majoring Nico.
A couple of splitsy guys. I don't know, man.
If he gets on top, I'm going major because he's going to get on top once and go to work.
And what makes me think this is potentially bonus for Spencer is I don't know that Nico could take him down.
Yeah.
And I don't think Nico goes hard the whole time, but I don't know if he can I don't think he can wear on Spencer. I think it's a major for Spencer.
Yeah.
How many times hold on. Let me just relax.
How many times did Nico Megaludis
How
get
many
majored?
times did Nico
Freaking
Megaludis
never.
get bonus?
Probably zero because he probably never wrestled Spencer Lee, one of the greatest NCAA wrestlers of all time.
That is a fair
One of
counterpoint.
the greatest bonusers.
that is a
I'm going
counterpoint.
decision. Yeah.
All right, he lost sudden victory, 3-1, 3-1, 4-3 tiebreakers, 6-4, 3-2, 6-4, 6-5.
So he never lost by more than 2
Never.
points.
Well, he did his freshman year. I think he had some. But I'm yeah. To your point, I'm going Spencer. This is gonna be an interesting duel. That's one that Penn State might need to have. DeSanchis versus Frank Martellati. This is bonus.
Santo,
Yep.
bonus. Yes.
How
4.
much bonus? 4? You're very conservative on your bonus points, Ben.
A little bit conservative, but
I'm 5.
I'm evenly conservative, except for Bo Nickel.
I'm going. Oh, here's a question: is it 4-point near fall?
That does matter.
This matters.
Ooh.
I think we have to use the current rules.
I'm still going 4.
I'm
Okay.
going 5.
I'm going 5 for DeSanchis. This is not the start the Nittany Lions needed. Next up, Max Murin versus Brian Pearsall. Brian did not qualify for the NCAA wrestling tournament this year.
Max Murin.
Decision for Murin.
Same.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, now here comes Penn State. Frank Molinaro, the G-Hulk. He was, I believe, an undefeated NCAA champion this
Correct.
year. He had a tech fall in the Big Ten Finals against Dylan Ness.
He's
He was-
winning.
He winning. Don't think
He's
he's
winning.
bonusing.
I don't
But
think so.
No, I
you
got
should-
no bonus.
You should consider it. And
No,
you would be,
I'm not.
You should-
I refuse.
you should consider it. I'm considering it. And you know what? You can't stop. I'm considering it on your behalf.
Yeah, but you're not going to do it.
I already
gonna do
made my
it.
decision. I'm
He's-
going decision.
Are you going to say in major?
He's going to high crotch,
Luca was the 1 seed this
figure
year.
4.
Lugo is
Wasn't
the
he?
1 seed.
And you know what? Dylan Ness was really, really good.
2-time NCAA finalist.
Give me the 4.
Okay. I'll
G-Hulk,
give it to you.
G-Hulk shot it out of a cannon. Dylan Alton versus Caleb Young.
I'm going Alton.
Yeah.
Headlock and pin Alton.
This is not the head.
No.
This is not the headlocking Alton.
Yeah.
You don't know the
Listen,
Altons.
God didn't make it Alton that didn't headlock.
Listen. There was one that did, and there's one that basically never
There's
did.
twins. How am I supposed to tell them apart?
It was a story. It was a literal
twins.
story.
I
that
could not know which one they were.
You could read the articles. They're like, yeah, it's always been funny. Andrew always was like, I want to get a pin as soon as possible. And Dylan was like, no, I'm just going to get takedowns. And it's been like that since the youth days, apparently, allegedly.
Maybe they just tricked the reporter and switched places.
What the ultimate scheme? Who's to say? I would say that doesn't make any sense at all, but why
Maybe
not?
when they want to practice their headlocks and crazy
Well,
stuff, they
'cause
go out as
they
Dylan.
want to keep their opponents off
or as
guard.
Andrew.
All right. Well, I'm going Dylan by a decision because it's not
Okay.
Andrew.
I'm going with decision.
Oh, fence sitting Ben. Flip flop
Oh.
Ben. That is your favorite footwear. Should we
Oh,
be
man.
surprised?
You going decision?
Yeah, he flipped.
Yeah,
Coward.
decision.
David Taylor versus the Bull. This is what do we think on the bonus department here?
No
going-
bonus. No
Well, this
bonus.
would be hard to
Dog.
bonus. Yeah, Marinelli is hard to. Has Marinelli ever been bonus? 'Cause I think the answer is no.
I bet he has.
By who?
Well, Wick pinned him.
That would be
Oh,
bonus
Wick,
points.
freshman year in NCAA, he bonused him.
That would
You're right.
count. So
Okay,
7-5
I'm gonna go-
loss.
All right,
I'm
I have
going
to go
major.
David Taylor by pay.
Major David Taylor.
Yeah. So 9-6 loss to Chance Marsteller. Not a ton. Oh, he got majored by Imar. And he got pinned by Anthony Valencia. That was his freshman year. True freshman year.
And this is senior David Taylor?
No. This is arguably his best year because he went pin tech in the NCAAs.
Yeah, I think I might have to go.
Yes, he's bonusing the Bull. I'll say a respectful major decision. That's given a lot
Sir,
of credit.
respectfully, sir.
That's given a lot of credit, in my opinion.
Shoot,
Come on,
I'll go
dude.
pin.
Take your pick.
I'll
Pin! Whoa! These are two same Perisgram guys against each other also.
Yep. Okay. What
Respectfully,
what was your margin?
Ben.
What was your margin of victory, Ben?
I said major decision.
Okay. Fair. Next up, Ed Ruth versus Michael Kimmer. This is the year Ed Ruth went bananas at NCAAs. Well, he did that frequently, but he was really good this year. Undefeated national champ. He beat Amucha Steggy in the finals dominantly. This is a decision, in my opinion.
yes, I
I think
agree.
Ed Ruth's going to win by decision. I
Because
agree.
Kimmer was super good this year. I don't see him getting crossface cradled, but that guy crossface cradled a lot of really good wrestlers. But respectful decision from Ed Ruth.
Decision, yes.
Here comes Penn State. My goodness, Quentin Wright,
Give me a major.
a true goat over Abe Assad.
Major.
Yeah, I'm going major. Major.
Right.
Wait, which year Quentin Wright was this?
This is the year he
So
lost.
this is during the season. He's probably going to lose.
He got Bozak. Come on, he didn't lose it that many. His sophomore year, he did lose to some randos, but this was his sophomore year.
Totally lost to randos.
He had a few rando losses, but then he won Big Tens and NCAAs, so in your face
Okay.
randos. And then this year he won Big Tens again, I think, but then lost to Bozak, somewhat controversially. But Quentin was the best guy this year, in my opinion. At 184, he just didn't win. That happens sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'll say it's a decision. Assad doesn't give it up easy. He can hand fight pretty well. So I'm saying decision for Quentin.
Yeah.
All right. 197. Morgan McIntosh. This was his true freshman year versus Jacob Warner. This was his redshirt freshman year. This is not an easy one. This is I don't know if we have the
Jacob Warner.
I think I'm going Warner. Close.
Close.
What do
Let
you
me
have the
close
scores
my
at
eyes
right
and
now?
envision this match. Morgan was good this year. He beat some good
He was
guys.
solid.
I'll go. I think McIntosh. I'm going Morgan here. I'm not sure how. I'm not sure
Wow.
how Jacob scores on. How does Jacob score on even true freshman Morgan McIntosh? And does he ride him?
Rides him.
You think Jacob Warner rides Morgan?
We get a go behind and a long ride time. We're going 4-2 Warner.
Man, you could be right. You could be
Man,
right.
I'm looking at this duel. Penn State's gonna win. I just looked at it. I thought Iowa was gonna win. It's gonna be Penn State.
Even with Big Tone.
Yeah, I'm gonna have them losing by 1 point. You're gonna have them losing by 5 points still.
Yeah, I've got Cassiope.
Iowa
here.
hater.
Well, I picked Penn
So-
State to lose the first two.
JD has a 1-point win for Penn State. I have a 1-point win for Penn State. You have a 5-point win for Penn State.
What was the big difference for me? I wonder why I was so different.
You
You
picked
went
Morgan
McIntosh over Warner. We both went Warner.
Yeah. Let's see. So if I don't pick, well, if you don't pick a pin for David Taylor, you have Penn State winning. JD. Yeah, I guess
David Taylor got the pin.
if Spencer
that
Lee
does
gets
kill.
a major, he ties it up. Man, yeah, I don't see anywhere where I think I would flip on these. I think wow, Penn State wins.
Crazy. So Penn State moves on. Last one, and then the semis will be set.
Wow, really? I thought Iowa was going to win that one. Just this, like,
Well, after the
Think
start,
about it.
for sure.
yeah.
But it's the classic
Jeez.
duel where, like, super hammers like Marinelli and Kimmer, who in their era
They
are...
just get pinned.
No, mine lost my major.
Kimmer's not getting pinned, but...
Yeah, because I mean, the other way I think about this, so I have Penn State winning by a point. I think the likelihood of Spencer getting more bonus here is about equivalent to the likelihood of David, Ed, or Quentin getting more bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so the chances that each team goes up by a couple points are reasonable.
I find them to be reasonable.
You know what I'm saying?
as well. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So next up, 2021 Iowa versus 2018 Penn State. Am I reading that right?
Correct.
I'm trying to
That's
read
right.
Yes.
the fine print. All right.
These are two of the best teams. How'd they match up this early?
I don't know. JD's a hater.
It's 3 versus 6.
This is 3-6 Mafia currently.
Mafia.
Wow,
Mafia.
because
Why
like
would it be 3 versus 6 at the
2021,
bottom?
2021.
switched.
Oh,
also,
yeah, that's right.
2021 Iowa, because 2020 Iowa didn't score any points.
Okay.
I think
So-
2021 Iowa beats the 2012 Penn State because I'm gonna give Jaden Ironman some bonus points.
I have to make an edict, okay? And you guys
Uh
can't.
oh, we got edicts. We got
There's an edict.
edicts
I don't even know
now.
what that word means,
It
so let's
means
go.
a rule that cannot be
A rule
broken.
A rule that cannot be broken.
If you don't pick Spencer Lee to pin Carson Kuhn, the show's canceled. It's just done.
Even if we win fall?
We can't even up. No.
Spencer
Getting pissed.
Carson Kuhn headlock Spencer Lee.
Boom! Right into he headlocked NATO right into the scorers table. No,
That was wild.
do
That
what
was
you
so
feel.
wild.
I will pick a pinfall for. I think this match actually happened, and I think
Yeah, it's probably-
he went.
Probably a pin.
I think Spencer went Jesus take the wheel, double arm bars, and Kuhn's feet were like straight up in the air. Let me look this up.
He pinned him in 2 minutes and 6 seconds.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's a pin.
it'll be in that range. Nathan Corey Keener versus Austin DeSanto. I believe they wrestled. You guys go first.
I think I'm going to DeSanto Major.
Yes.
That feels
Ooh.
right. What do you think, Ben?
That feels right.
So they wrestled and it was a forfeit. So I guess we have to go based on that. Yeah, I'm going major here for the Sanchez.
Now this 41 is fun.
This is good. Nick Lee versus Jaden Ironman at 141. Ben, what are your original thoughts on this?
Going
Initial
Jaden
thoughts.
Ironman because Nick Lee and Jaden Ironman were so close last year, and last year's version of Nick Lee was significantly better than the 2018 version of Nick Lee. So I'm going Jaden Ironman.
I agree for all the same reasons. By decision.
Now I think so they had those two meetings. There was a major, a sudden victory match. And so they've I'm gonna go. Hold on a second. Give me.
You're going Jaden Ironman.
Quit
That's the
looking
only
at their
reason
past
I picked.
results when this is 3 years apart.
Well, literally, this is a major.
These are 3 years apart.
Oh, you
Major. This is a-
Major.
Yes.
Okay.
What? I thought you were going to pick Nick Lee and then you went major?
Absolutely. For Iron. Listen, 2018. Here's why I was looking, because I thought this happened. 2018, Nick Lee got majored by Jaden Ironman. 2021, Jaden
In 2018? 2018? Jaden
Oh, I
Ironman?
did not remember that.
Okay,
I
so
don't remember that either.
yeah,
It was good you went back and looked at the
Squawkers.
results.
Squawkers. Yeah, don't look it up.
Are you calling me a squawker? What
You're
does that
squawking
mean?
at me. I'm trying to make a point. I'm trying to be like, Yeah,
I'm gonna call my high school kids squawkers.
it's just squawking.
That's funny. You guys are squawking. You squawkers.
Yeah, so I'm going major here because it literally happened. And 2021 Jaden is better than 2018 Jaden, in my opinion.
So tech fall, put it down.
No, major decision for Jaden Ironman. Next up,
You're a squawker. That's something
Zane
Tom Brands
Rutherford.
would say. Tom Brands would call someone a squawker.
I literally thought the same thing. I was like, this sounds like something Tom would say. Bunch of squawking. All right.
All they're doing over there is a bunch of squawking. They don't like tough wrestling.
I think you merged Terry and Tom there.
This politics. They don't like tough wrestling.
They don't. Zane Rutherford versus Max Murin. They both like tough wrestling.
But
Zane, by how much though?
I said tech.
Major? Tech?
I said tech.
Yeah, it's 5 or 6. I'll go 5.
I'll go 5.
Zane was so mean this year.
This is a rude young man.
You went 5 as well, Ben?
Yes.
All right, Caleb Young, I think, has to wrestle Jason Nolf again.
6. He pinned him again.
Do you pin him every time?
I don't know. In
I'm going major.
my world, he did.
That's such a great.
This
what a lie.
hypothetical.
Yeah, my world. They actually never wrestled. I'll go 5 for Nolf.
What'd you say, Ben?
I'll go 4.
This is a weird one. All right, get ready. This is weird.
Ooh.
Chenzo Bull.
It's a decision every time.
For who?
Chenzo.
Why do you say it like that? Bull beat Chenzo more. Yeah, he won more time.
Really? That can't be right.
Are you serious?
Check your facts.
Of course it's right. Are you being for real? For real?
No,
I
I'm
think he
picking
won.
Chenzo, though.
He won like 3
I'm
out of
picking
4.
Chenzo by decision.
Wow, what an Iowa
I think
hater.
I'm going Bull by decision.
I mean, based on literally what happened almost every time, Bull by decision.
Oh my gosh, you guys are haters. Chenzo haters.
9-6. He beat him
Chenzo, I got your back,
9-6.
bro.
The next match
Preacher.
is basically the same.
Shinzo.
Also, this is
Or it's not Shinzo, it's
2021
Bull.
Iowa versus 2018 Penn State.
So these two
Yeah,
split.
but
which is
Chenzo
why
has
I'm-
not made very many like upgrade. I'm sorry, Chenzo. Marinelli is about the same guy every single year.
Right. So why don't you think he would win this match?
I don't know. Maybe I just like Chenzo more.
Okay. All right. We've come to the heart of the issue. It's not about who might
Are you
win.
sure Marinelli's beat him more times? Because every time I feel like
Absolutely.
Chenzo's going to win this one.
Yes.
How could we ever know that?
Well, we can't. I asked Chael. Chael confirmed.
Is it?
So remember,
Hold on, is
you had the duel at Penn State, and
Well, I'm just going to Google it real quick.
Bull put him on his back,
Chenzo
9-6. And they wrestled
Joseph.
again at Big Tens, and Bull beat him again, 9-3. Then they
What
wrestled
is
at the
Chenzo
duel.
thinking? What the freak?
Then at the duel, Chenzo beat him at Iowa. We were there side by side, Ben. And then at
Yep.
Big Tens, Bull beat Chenzo. Again, he won 3 out of 4 matches here.
What is Chenzo doing?
He's losing to Alex Marinelli by a decision.
I'm still going Chenzo.
You just don't give a rip. You don't like tough wrestling.
You
Mark Hall
politics.
versus Michael Kimmer. These two wrestled twice.
They split.
They split. We had the crazy duel at Iowa, and then now I got them all mixed up. All these good wrestlers. Mark Hall beat him the next time.
I think I have to go.
Mark Hall
Kimmer.
decision.
I think I have to go Kimmer because of the 3-year difference.
He's got the old man strength.
Mark Hall was good this year too.
This was
But he lost to a freshman Staraki.
What? Yeah.
About that.
Listen, you could say freshman Starachi, but sounds like Starachi was
I could, but I wouldn't know how to pronounce his name if I said that.
no. That I know, but I think it's the ch noise.
Yeah, where's your stupid bell at? Get that thing out of
It's
here.
over there.
You said it
keep
wrong,
forgetting.
not me. It's Roch.
Bell. I'm gonna bell on pile.
Ding. Well, one of us is wrong, so we have to ring the bell. It's over there, though. I don't feel like moving. I'm gonna go Kimmer here. This is taking a lot out of JD.
It is. Because If they would have wrestled, say,
At NCAAs.
I think I would have picked Mark Hall. But the 3-year gap is what's throwing me off.
I don't think
Maybe
that,
I'm thinking too much into that.
I think you are. I don't think that's a factor. I think they're both about the same.
But they're clearly very close. So if there's only a little bit of difference.
All right, come on, make your pick. We got tacos to eat.
Speak for yourself.
Mark Hall.
Okay. I think that's a fine pick as well. Bo Nickel versus Nelson Brands.
Wait. Who did Ben pick?
Pick Mark Hall, my decision.
I've got Bonana Splits here.
Banana splits.
He pinning him?
Um.
I think he pins Nelson Brands.
Yeah.
I think Nelson's going to take a shot because he's an aggressive wrestler. He's going to take that single, and
He likes hard wrestling.
he likes hard wrestling, but Bo Nickel cradles him up and pins him. That's 6. 6 for Penn State.
Ben?
6. Unreasonable decision.
6 is across the board, and the devil laughs.
Wow. All right, let's break that up. Jacob Warner, the ladies' man versus Shakur Rashid. This match
Warner.
happened, and Warner won it.
Yeah, I'm going Warner by
Yep,
decision.
I'm going Warner. And this is an older Warner also.
It is. Then we've
Yep,
got
I think-
Big Tone versus Nick Neville.
Wait, everyone went Warner there?
Yeah. Big Tone versus...
Big
I'm
Tone,
going Big
in my
Tone.
book,
I'm
Big
going
Tone
Big
wins
Tone.
it. I was losing going into
Yeah.
this final match, but Big Tone gets it done.
He raises the roof. 1 takedown match. He beat Nick's brother in the duel when they faced each other. This is a really close match, but I think it is large Tone.
Dang.
Wow,
Ben.
I'm the outlier. I had Penn State winning. You guys both had Iowa winning.
Yeah. TP, it wasn't even that close. 26-16.
Dang. Really?
Hey, you had Christian.
Been hanging out with your
Christian,
son too
holy
much.
crap. Are you high? You had 2018 Penn State, one of the greatest teams of all time. They only won 3 matches in the duel.
Okay, which ones was I way off? Which ones are wrong?
The ones I picked them because I'm right and you're wrong.
Well, the one of those, the guy that you picked lost 3 out of the 4 times. So
Yeah, we could never know.
and then that's the main problem here. Okay, so the semis are set. So we will finish this next week.
No
Only
Penn
have
State
15
versus Penn State semis.
Penn State versus Penn. Oh yeah. Okay.
Look at that. Could still be a Penn State.
Dude,
State final.
2018 Ohio State, they might win this.
They could. They very well could.
That would be funny.
Who's to say?
And then we have to crown them the best team of the last decade.
That would be hilarious. Hey, and this goes to show all you dual dorks. This is why matchups matter. And Ohio State's not the best team in the last 10 years,
How
but
dare you call us dorks?
the right matchups they can
Don't be a
be.
bully.
Y'all love it. Okay, let's go to some questions from our dear friends, of which we have several. First one. Let me find it. What is more likely to be repeated? This is from Santiago Jums. What's more likely to be repeated? Undefeated college wrestler Kale or 4 weights, 4 different weight classes Dake? Both things have happened once in all time of history. I'm going to go one further. I think the undefeated college wrestler is more likely to be repeated.
That's pretty easy for me.
I think
I agree.
that is more likely than someone being a 4-time All-American at 4 different weights, much less a 4-time champ.
Oh, I don't know if I agree with that.
How many of those have there been that aren't named Kyle Douglas Day?
I don't know the answer.
I think
to
the
that
answer
one,
is 0.
but-
I think the answer is 0.
Like
But
off
the
the
other
top,
thing is, if someone wanted to accomplish that, Christian, they could actually go do it. I don't want to say easy is not the right word, but like certain guys could bump up another weight class or 2 in All-American for sure, but they're just not going to do it because it doesn't fit for the team or they're more likely to win at that weight class, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm going to go undefeated over. We'll have him earlier than 4 different weights, 4-time national champion.
Yes.
just very few guys go up 4 weights,
grow that
let
much.
alone 1 every year. I mean, maybe you see the LJ Hellbig, but it's like a
Shout
massive
out.
jump.
And a massive decrease.
Yeah.
He went from heavyweight down to 74, guys. That was the order. He didn't grow up. He went down. What a monster. Put that man in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. Crown him. And there's a follow-up question here. And does this answer to this point who the GOAT is of college wrestling? I say no. What? No, it doesn't, because Kale is the GOAT of GOATs. He did not lose ever, and he was incredibly dominant. Yeah.
And just because something is more unlikely doesn't make it harder.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
He was an
Cal Dick was a full size, whatever weight he went. He was never undersized.
Yeah, his body happened to be, he was a big 41 and a big 49 and a good size 57, and he could have went 57 his senior year, but he definitely was not giving up significant size at 65.
The fact that he beat David Taylor is, for that last title, is more impressive to me than like the 4 different weights thing. That's a bigger notch in his cap.
Absolutely. And every once in a while, I'll just think about how preposterous it was that he won 3 titles and went up to the Hodge Trophy winner. That is just like such an insane happening. It's like, wait, that actually happened. That's why it's like the most watched NCAA match ever. For whatever reason, Chael always says that it was Gwiz Snyder. It definitely wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
By like literal ESPN metrics. Like 2013 was the
hundreds
biggest.
of thousands of viewers.
Yeah, not close. Most insane match ever. Next question. People want to know when Bracky's coming back to make an Alien Hour appearance.
Yeah, we need an Alien Hour.
And Luke Wise wants to know how we're supposed to know what anyone's KBDR is. And I'm wondering the same thing. I don't know how to assess the threat levels of different individuals. I think
funny.
Kyle being early on Bitcoin has occupied a lot of his time, since he also he and I both bought 100 Bitcoins in 2014. And so that's been where we've been spending our time. But we hope he comes back, but ball is in his court. He's a very busy man. He's the director of operations. There's so many operations in West Virginia for him to direct. So, but he is always welcome. Next question. Where do we want to go, actually?
I don't know.
I said
that.
So Brian Murphy says I said UWW should rank the country, not the individual. That's exactly what the Big Ten should do for their conference tournament. Seed the school based on conference record.
That's interesting.
I love it. I think you should. Except it does get a little weird.
Like, what if one guy gets injured?
Well, like
and then it's just a terrible backup.
Imagine if Nolf didn't come back after he hurt his knee, and then it's like, I don't know, Zach Bites is the 1 seed at Penn State.
That would be badass.
I think it makes more sense at the country level than the
NCAA
Big
level.
Ten, because
the
depth of a nation is different than the depth of a college roster.
I don't totally agree here. And I think it goes back to UWW just encouraging, probably monetarily, the best guys to go to the best places or more places.
Yes, but I think you get a more the purpose. There's a couple purposes of the seeding ranking thing. And one of the purposes is, okay, get the good guys to compete more. But the other purpose is why we seed things, to make a more balanced bracket. And if that is one of the goals, which I think it is, then I think it would make sense for Russia's rep to be seeded, based on what Russia did at different competitions. I think that makes sense. I think it's good. I don't think it's as necessary for Big Tens, because it's a conference tournament, right? It's not the ultimate thing. It's a qualifier. Worlds are the worlds. That is a pinnacle event, and I think that's
But they still don't do. I mean, the Big Ten does seeding better than the Worlds for sure.
Well, it's a lot easier.
Any argument there?
It's way easier to seed the Big Ten conference when they all wrestle each other multiple times and figure. It's so much easier to do compared to the Worlds, where how do you seed someone who doesn't wrestle other than their nationals?
Make them wrestle.
You make them. You get a conservatorship over all wrestlers.
Damn straight.
Step one. This is where Bracky comes in, because he is our foremost expert on conservatorships. Until that happens, I don't know. Maybe the last question: what do you value more, top 10 rankings for each weight or top 10 predictions for each weight? Well, depends who predictions. Depends who's rankings. Yeah.
What does she mean by value?
Well, value, I don't know. And it depends on what you mean by value. Pops Redfoot. I would say like rankings.
They both have their own purpose, right? Rankings are where they're at right now. Predictions are where you think they're going to be at some other point in time.
Yeah.
And it's like the Braxton Amos thing. Can't rank him right now. He doesn't have a college result, but obviously we all think he is a very good wrestler who will end up high up on the NCAA podium.
Yeah, I think he's my pick to win the NC2A championship.
There you go.
I think I'm going there. So, but if Mr. Fast Switch comes on Tuesday, he might yell at me. But then
We're
I'll
getting yelled at.
I promise I will
He
wear.
will probably flip flop.
I will wear two. I won't. No, I'll be strong. AJ thinks I'm a hater. I'm not a hater.
I watched. Someone was asking me why AJ hates me so much, and I showed them the clip of the junk grab. It's so funny. I couldn't stop laughing over it. It's so funny. It really is because he grabs it, then he lets it go, and then he acts all innocent. Oh God, it's funny.
I'll wear two
So
watches for a week if AJ.
It's been a while since I've watched it. I'll have to go back.
Yeah,
It's
not
hilarious.
it's not in my.
I couldn't find an individual match. It was on. There was a full entirety of the duel, and I had to find it.
On ESPN, because wasn't it on ESPN?
I found it on YouTube.
YouTube?
Who was that guy? The Vietnamese guy?
He's Cuban.
Oh,
no.
no. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
It's a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Oh, the
You used
channel.
to reference the channel name all the time, but I can't remember it
and
now.
it was something hilarious, and he had all the duels. Yep.
Yeah. Okie doke. Well, let's go ahead and go. 9:42, deep in the heart of Texas. We thank you guys so much for listening. We'll be back Tuesday. Jordan Burroughs is going to be on. How about that?
Nice.
It's a pretty exciting thing. Super 32 this weekend. Safe travels to all the wrestlers and coaches and Ben. Even Ben. Safe travels to Super 32. He's already unplugging. He's gone. It's over. JD, are you going? I forget.
Yep, leave tomorrow.
All right. Well, safe travels to James Dean. We'll see you then. Enjoy Super 32. See you Tuesday. Goodbye.